need it.
我今天还叫我日本朋友来喝的咖啡，在 Central London。然后他是日本人，但是他从小在这里，可是他一点都不讲中文，所以他不知道我在讲什么。那我们就改英文吧。Let's switch to English.
Yeah.
So you came to London at how old?
When I was 7 years old.
What has been your experience? Like, what do you think are like the pros and cons of living in London? Like, do you like it?
I love it. Obviously, it can get expensive. And yeah, I just love the diversity of it, I guess. I don't feel like I'm out of place. So there's lots to do. Well, there's lots to do and there's nothing to do.
How so?
Like, we always do the same thing, which is like go to a coffee shop or go to the pub, but then there's like variety in that as well. There's loads of different pubs that you can go to.
I think like, especially for people who like art or culture, there's always a lot going on.
Art galleries, museums are mostly free, unless they're specific exhibitions. So I guess that was good for us when we were students as well.
Yeah, for sure. What's like your go-to gallery that you visit the most?
To be in the environment, I like Tate Modern. It's big. There's loads to see, especially when you go on a quiet day when there aren't like families around.
Yeah.
Those like cultural things maybe you can only find in London, not really anywhere else in the UK.
Yeah.
That I know of.
I don't know much about the rest of the UK. I won't lie. Like, my English geography is pretty bad. I think a lot of Londoners are kind of the same. Like,
what's the farthest you've ever been in the UK?
I've been to Manchester. I think mainly Londoners, like, if we want to travel, we'll probably go to Europe.
Yeah.
Because it's so close and
Also,
probably around the
sometimes
same cost.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a bit cheaper if you get cheaper flights. Like a train ticket to Edinburgh is like £200.
Oh, that's the same as a Eurostar.
Exactly.
What? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, in terms of British geography or things to do in Britain, there is definitely a lot of like very picturesque places to go to. Like Hastings is really nice.
Yeah, I really want to go to Hastings. This weekend I was actually going to try going to the Seven Sisters Cliff.
It's so beautiful. I love it there.
I did it there.
It's so nice.
I was scared it was going to be really windy. And fall off and
You
die.
definitely want to like find a good summer day to go, I think.
What did you do there?
Well, because basically you have to stay in Eastbourne, which is, I guess, a little bit similar to Brighton. Like there's a kind of pebble beach and just kind of general shops. Then you go up to the cliffs and it's just breathtaking. It's so beautiful.
Really
and you kind of do like a hike up and down them.
I really want to do the 9 hour hike.
Is it 9 hours?
I think so.
Yeah, I think there are different kind of routes that you can pick. I just did like a short, like couple hour one. But yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
How about any like bad sides of living in London then?
It can get a bit repetitive. Like as I said earlier, there's not a lot to do.
Would you say like compared to other countries?
Compared to Asia, I think there's less to do. Just to do something, you have to like book in advance, like really in advance.
You do have to book like restaurants, especially in London, like maybe 1 week in advance.
Yeah.
If you want a good one.
And it can get expensive to do like particular activities. Say if you want to go to like karaoke.
Yeah.
You have to like book a month in advance and then like pay like £20 an hour or something for a room. But in Asia you can just walk in and just like...
Yeah, that's true. Actually, a lot of my Taiwanese friends complain that there's less to do at night here. Aside from drinking, there's not a huge amount to do. So basically at night, all you can really do is go to a bar or a pub, and then it will close at around 11 or 12. And there's not really many other options. Like,
Yeah,
for
last
example,
fall
like
was
a
a
night
lot
market or 24-hour food or something like that.
Yeah. I wish there were more 24-hour activities in London. I think, that's a big con. But then again, it's kind of good because it forces you to go home and live a healthy lifestyle.
So how did you manage to maintain your Japanese while living here?
I speak Japanese at home. Also, I don't watch a lot of British TV, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I watch loads of Japanese stuff and try to catch up with like the news over there as well.
Right.
And then also when I was growing up, I went to this thing called Japanese Saturday School. So every Saturday morning, I went to that school. It's called Koshuko. That's where I met loads of my Japanese friends who I like hung out with.
It's really nice to have that kind of community. I think my little sister went to that as well growing up. I guess that is another good thing about London, is that there's different communities from different places. Like, so you'll always be able to kind of maintain your culture.
How did you maintain your Chinese? Did you?
I don't think I did actually. Like,
but you were still
Good. So I've been back in the UK for about 6 years now. So the first 3 I was at uni, and there were quite a few Taiwanese or Chinese students who I could practice with. But in the 3rd year of uni is when lockdown happened. So due to that, I couldn't really talk to anyone. And I have to admit, I don't watch a lot of Chinese language TV or films or anything.
True.
So I think my Chinese has definitely got worse compared to when I was living in Taiwan. But I think it is getting better now, particularly, just because I've made quite a few friends, Taiwanese friends in London that I speak to regularly. Thinking about traveling there soon as well, so I'm trying to practice more. Yeah,
it's funny because when we go to Chinese restaurants, they always speak to me in Chinese. Expecting me to like order in Chinese, and then you go and speak to them in Chinese, and they're like,
their faces are always very like.
One of my favourite moments in life.
Well, is there anything that you miss about Japan?
Yes.
A lot,
yes.
probably.
Konbini.
24-hour
7-Eleven.
Yes.
Family Mart.
Taiwan has 7-Eleven is so good.
It's so convenient. Why don't we have that here?
I do think London is quite a challenge of your independence, or how resourceful you can be, because you have to negotiate so many different kind of challenges.
I definitely took convenience for granted when I was there. Another thing, which is like really important, there aren't many public toilets in the UK. In Asia, there's loads you can just walk into.
Yeah.
Every station has a toilet.
Yeah. In Taipei as well.
It's such a struggle to find toilets here. You just have to walk into a pub and pretend you ordered something.
Yeah. Actually, in central London, they've started putting like plastic urinals just in the middle of the street. Like, it's a busy crossing, and they'll have these like plastic urinals because so many men like will be out drinking and need to go to the toilet, and they'll just go on the street. So they've started putting them like right in the middle of busy squares, which is a little bit
convenient for men.
Yeah, but even so, like, to just go with like families walking around you. Is
there anything you miss about Taiwan?
Same. I do think 7-Elevens should be brought over to the UK. I also miss the food. That's a huge one.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Food is massive. Although I think even though British food might not be the best, it's good in London because we have so many options. Whatever you fancy, whatever cuisine that you'd like today, you can find it, and you can probably find quite a decent one as well. Whereas maybe in other countries that have really strong cuisines, they might not have so many different options.
Yeah.
I guess there's pros and cons.
Yeah.
But I also miss the weather. I think personally I hate the cold, and I also have dry skin, so I know a lot of people think like humidity is bad, but for me it made my skin so much better.
Yeah. It's a bit humid here in London. There's that like nostalgic feeling.
Sweat. So it's a bank holiday this weekend, so that's why we've emerged from our caves. We're gonna go around central London a bit.
Very busy today, though.
So busy. If you are coming to central London, just be careful not to put your phone in your pocket, or if you're eating outside somewhere, don't put your phone on the table, because that's one thing. I think in general London's fairly safe, but one thing is phones.
Yeah, central London is scary.
I think the best bet is to just hold your phone in your hand.
Yeah, or like have
it in your bag.
I always have this crossbody bag that I just wear it like this.
Yeah, on the front.
Protect your belongings.
For sure. London's not that bad. Don't be afraid. Just be smart. Be safe.
Just be normal. Like have common sense.
Wow, thanks. Anyway, we are going to finish our coffees, some food, nice wrap. Yeah, see you in a bit.
Bye.